Good morning to all my wonderful viewers out there, and welcome back to another drop list video, the series where I cover all the items that are releasing in a specific week for various different streetwear brands. And in today's video, I'm going to be covering everything that is dropping in week 14 of Supreme's Fall/Winter 2023 collection. Welcome back, guys. Yeah, it's that time of the week again. Time to cover the latest week of Supreme's latest season. And of course, as mentioned in that intro, we're going to be covering the 14th weekly drop of the Fall/Winter 23 season. Now, there hasn't been any announcement that we're getting any collaborative pieces for this week's drop. We're just getting seasonal pieces. So just pieces from the seasonal collection. In today's video, we'll cover the release details for the drop, the individual pieces, and my thoughts and opinions on the individual pieces and the week as a whole. How are we going to cover all of that? Well, I think you kind of already know the answer to that. We're going to be using a Supreme community page to cover the week 14 drop. Let's head on over there now and we can start covering the release details for week 14. And here we are at the Supreme community page that we're going to be using today, guys. I'll link it down in that description section below if you want to check out the items yourselves and of course vote on them as well. We'll quickly cover the release details for week 14 and then we'll dive into the individual categories as well. So the items releasing on week 14 will release on the 24th of November 2023. They'll have an online release 11 AM Eastern Standard Time for the US, 4 PM British Standard Time for the UK, and 5 PM Central European Standard Time for the EU. Now you may be noticing 24th of November, that's not a Thursday, and there's good reason for that. The release is on a Friday due to Thanksgiving. There you go. So even though Thanksgiving is more of a US holiday, the world still has to revolve around them. So we have to have the drop on Friday. It gets pushed back to the Friday. Sorry, UK and Europe, you've got to have the same drop day. But that doesn't change Japan or Korea, because Japan and Korea always gets it on the Saturday, 11 AM Japanese Standard Time, in store and online. So this only affects 3 of the 5 regions that are getting the week 14 drop. But yeah, I just thought I'd let you know it's dropping on the same day that the first week of Palace's new season is. Stay tuned, as I am going to be doing a streetwear talk video on the lookbook and then a drop list video on week 1. Stay tuned, stay tuned. But yeah, that is all the release details for week 14 of Supreme's Fall/Winter 23 season. And also a little heads up on when Palace is dropping as well. Now we can get into the individual categories of week 14. Let's kick it off by checking out the sweatshirts that are releasing this week, which we have 2 of. We have the crown hooded sweatshirt, which features a big back graphic, and I'm pretty sure no graphic on the front. If there is, it's just going to be a small one on the left breast there. It's $158. I think it comes in some nice color offerings. I think the back graphic is perfectly fine. It looks like a big sticker. It's cool. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. Next, we've got the faux shearling zip-up hooded sweatshirt. Love it. Love it. I love it in this patchwork multicolored color at the front here. I do just kind of wish that the brown panels were a little bit lighter in color to match the light colors that are used on the rest of the piece. But I also like the really torn up single colored ones as well. I think the black one is definitely better than the red. I kind of wish that we got more color offerings in the solid colors as well, because I think it's just a really cool concept that they've done here, and it's a lot of fun. I'm a fan of it. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. I'm really happy with the sweatshirts that are releasing this week. Moving into the Skategear, we have the blurred logo skateboard. So this will be the back of the board, top of the board? Top of the board, I think. Yeah, because it has the logo there. And that will be the bottom of the board. It's a cool concept. I think if you have all 3, it could work out really nicely as like an art piece on a wall. But it's pretty cool. $60. I can't really complain about it. I'll give it a thumbs up. I reckon this could be a cool little collection of skateboards that you could have on a wall. Moving into the accessories, we have the blurred logo blanket. I think you kind of lose the blurred magic that was on the skateboards on the blanket here, but people are apparently really keen on it. It's $370 US and people are really feeling it. It's not moving me as much. I'd much rather spend like $60 times 3, so $180 for the skateboards instead of $370 for the blanket, but each to their own. We're all going to feel differently about that. Next, we have the Supreme Spalding Mini Basketball Hoop. So, as much as this image is quite large, it's probably going to be a small one that you'd put on like the back of your door or something like that. Like, it's not going to be a massive full-sized one. Maybe it might be a little bit bigger than that though. You can click on the item and go into the measurements a little bit and see what we're actually going to be getting, but I imagine it's not going to be anywhere near as big as a full-sized hoop, but that's just my thoughts. For $88 as well, I can't imagine it's going to be too big, but I think it's cool. I think it's a fun little accessory, you know, put it on the back of your door, you know, that kind of stuff. It's fun. Can't complain about it. I'd definitely pick it up. Moving into the pants, we have the Alpha Industries Cotton Twill Flight Pants. I think these are a really cool concept in the solid single colors, so the navy and the black. You lose me on the camo multi-colored one here. It's too much, but just the black and the navy, very nice. It is $350 US though. It is a bit pricey, but if you're willing to fork out that amount, I think these could be really cool over the top of like some big chunky military boots, because you could unzip it at the bottom and let them kind of sit kind of cool on top of some boots. And if you love the Balenciaga steroid boots, I feel like these would work quite well over the top of that as well. But just my thoughts there. I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. Moving into the tops slash sweaters, we have a hooded plaid knit shirt. Yeah, I'm going to agree on the Supreme community on that one. That's probably a miss for me. We've got the Blow sweater. It's not doing too much for me either. We've got the Racing Inertia long sleeve top. I actually really like this. The graphic on the sides of the arms is really cool. The font that they've used for the Supreme logo and the 1994, very tasteful. I love it. The color choices as well. That white one, fantastic. I love that like pink, red, pop on the side here. Fantastic, love it. That is an awesome long sleeve top, probably one of my favorite long sleeve tops that I've ever seen from Supreme. Moving into the hats, we have the 18-wheeler beanie. Look, I mean, if you're a fan, go for it, but I'm going to agree on the Supreme community on this one. It's going to be a downvote for me. We have the warm-up 6-panel. I actually don't know why this is quite heavily downvoted. I actually think this is quite nice. I'm going to give this a thumbs up. I think the purple logo is nice, the white's nice, the black is nice. I just don't understand. We have the New Era beanie here for $36. Probably going to be a thumbs down for me on that one. We've got the military camp cap, which comes in some nice solid colors. You can't complain about that. That's a very nice piece. We have the Sherling Trooper with the Supreme logo arcing down the back of it. Yeah, I'm going to leave it as a downvote. I can't see myself wearing something like that. Moving into the jackets, we have the Faux Fur Parka. I'm actually kind of on the fence in this one. I'm like, do I like it? Do I not like it? I think I like it more than I don't like it, but I don't think I'd wear it. It's just not me, but I don't hate it. I'll leave it as a thumbs up. I don't hate it, so it's okay. Next, we have the Gore-Tex 700 Fill Down Parka, coming in a black, silver, and a woodland camo color as well. I think that's a cool piece. I would never wear it, but if you want a very, very warm Gore-Tex Supreme piece, week 14 has you absolutely covered. A nice, calm way to end week 14. We have the flannel shirt coming in a blue, pink, camo, and a black. Give it to me in the black or the blue, I'm in. But It's one of those pieces where I wouldn't pay retail for it, but if I saw a second-hand one for like 60 bucks, I'd pick it up. But I have no issues with that piece whatsoever. But yeah, that is week 14, guys. That is all the pieces releasing in it. We covered them all. We covered my thoughts on them. I actually think for the most part, week 14 has a lot more hits than misses. There's not too many pieces here where I'm like, ugh, that's a bit hideous. Mainly just these 3 down the bottom here. The rest, yeah, I think this is you get some nice offerings here. Like, you got some fun accessories, you got some very nice jackets. I was really happy with the sweatshirts this week. Yeah, I think this is good. Thumbs up from me on week 14, guys, but I'd love to have that conversation with you in that comment section below on how you feel about it. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Let me know how you feel about week 14 down in that comment section below. That's really everything to cover about week 14 though, guys. We covered the release details. It's dropping on the 24th of November for most of the world, and then the 25th for Japan and Korea. We covered the individual pieces, my thoughts on the pieces. Now I want to hear from you guys on what you're going to be picking up from week 14. Are you going for the Spalding basketball hoop? Are you going for the blurred blanket or skateboard? Or do you just want some of those nice sweatshirts that are releasing this week? I'd love to have that conversation with you guys down in that comment section below about what you're picking up. Let me know what you're grabbing down in that comment section below. And of course, if you guys want me to keep covering upcoming Supreme releases, weekly drops, and collaborations, you got to give me the 3 indicators I always ask you for, which is a like on this video, a comment in that comment section down below, and if you haven't already, the best indicator you can give me is subscribe to the channel. As mentioned in previous uploads, we're trying to hit the subscriber milestone of 3,770 subscribers before the end of November. We are very, very close, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Tell a couple mates, because I feel like we can hit 3,770 before the end of the month. But that is everything I got to say about week 14 though, guys. I wish you the best of luck if you are going for something from it. Hopefully you can pick up what you want in the size and color you are after. But until the next drop list video, until the next Supreme video, until the next streetwear talk video in general, I'll catch you later.